One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. I don't think you got it, sir.
They'll run on first down. Burks, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, Burks. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. On 2nd down, Burks. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 8, read. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, check. Greystone, travel. Fresno. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run.
Now Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll run on first down. Burks. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Squeeze, double, double. Wide away. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain and leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still have
On 3rd down, Burks. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Bears first down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bravo.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little
they?
extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Saints nothing.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tackle. Kill. 80 weapon. Kill. Turn up. Now.
A give to Camaro running right. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo. 45, Mike, 45. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Rudolph just does beat the play clock. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st down, Burks. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 77 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the lines. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try the left side. Burks. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Here we go, D. Anxious.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Richard trying the right side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On the double.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check 50, check 50. General West. Back. There. Look at me, zipper. Smoke.
Here's Rudolph. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. 1:58 left to play till we... at halftime. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready. Set the plan. 37. Hey, that QB's traps. Let's go. Check. Hot route. Hot. He's coming. We got double up.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check. He's checking.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got room. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First down, a run with Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Rudolph's pass complete to Michael Thomas. He steps out of bounds.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Hey, Echo.
Focus, defense, focus.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rudolph nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
Here comes the me, it's me. 58, boy, 58, 58, it's Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 58 for Mike, 58.
Rudolph looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is Harris. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
47. Check, 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 22, check, bomber. 22, check, bomber. Zip it. Motion backfield. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
They try again with Cohen. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Set, ready. Yeah, touchdown.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Hey, check 24.
It's free. It's free.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Check Mike.
Following the penalty, Montgomery looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Ready.
It's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Now Cohen. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Ready,
An
ready.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch.
You draw perfect. Yo, go.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now.
Here's Rudolph. Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
45, 45, Mike, 45.
5.
Rudolph now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Rudolph throwing again. Pass incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Check 26, check 26. Go, 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 go. Both sevens and Mike.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On the double. 27, Mike. Mike, 27.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Get it with. Here we go.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey.
Back to mine. I got him, I got him. Mike's 47.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen his second touchdown of the night as the Bears push further out in front. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. I'm trying to collect. Check.
Richard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Go. Ready, go. Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Single.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Pick up the ball. Kill.
22-jet bomber. Hey, Haywood. Hey.
45. Mike, 45. I'm here all day. Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 45.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
High 7.
Gotta do better.
Yep.
Come on, QB, come on. 45.
Ready.
Rudolph. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Yes, yes.
Stay at home, stay at home. Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 45 to Mike.
Fire.
Back to the air, Rudolph. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
This is Scarlett on the carry. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They turn to Scarlett again. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They run it again with Kamara, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
45, Mike, 45. Now watch one. 45 to Mike.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
45, 45.
Now it's Rudolph. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Harris to return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. Hey, let's go. Come on. Get.
Now Scarlett. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, come on.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the run, watch the run. 45.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
8-3. Hey, orbit.
Cut. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Rudolph going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.